Hi everybody, it's Chris Frame here and welcome to Qantas flight QF71 from Perth to Singapore. This was a really great flight, flown on an Airbus A330 and I was flying in business class. When I made this booking, this aircraft was originally scheduled to be a Boeing 737, but Qantas has recently increased its capacity on the flight between Perth and Singapore, utilising the Airbus A330. And so welcome on board. This is the interior of the A330 and the business class business suite. And as you can see, it's nicely set up for your arrival when you board the aircraft. There are a variety of different amenities, including a menu waiting for you there, the headphones, a water bottle, a large comfortable pillow, in addition to a blanket and also a mattress that goes over the top of the bed when it's in bed mode.
You may have noticed an iPad in the back of your seat pocket as well. We do ask that you can either hang on to it, but please do not place it in the seat back in front of you until after takeoff. Thank you very much.
Business class on the Qantas A330 is set out in a 1-to-1 configuration, and each chair has a console, which you can see there, that gives you access to the controls of your seat. There's also a variety of different power options, including USB and a universal plug. You can also see a space there to plug your headphones in. Each seat comes with noise cancelling headphones. These are adequate, but I prefer to use my Bose headphones. Now let's have a look at the menu. Each seat has a menu waiting for you when you arrive, and the crew take the order prior to departure. There's a variety of different options, small meals and also main meals. And for those of you who are vegetarian, vegan or have other dietary requirements, you can pre-order this on the Qantas website. There's also a large selection of alcoholic drinks as well as non-alcoholic drinks on board the aircraft. The crew then came around with welcome champagne, water and also juice.
You can also stream the entertainment directly to your own device via the Qantas Entertainment app.
And as we were preparing for our departure, QF10 from London was making its way into Qantas's Terminal 3 at Perth Airport. Now the setup at Perth Airport is quite interesting. Qantas actually operates out of two terminals, Terminal 4 and Terminal 3. Terminal 4 was Qantas's original domestic terminal and actually dates back to the Australian Airlines era. But Terminal 3 used to be used originally by Ansett and later by Virgin Australia. However, once Virgin Australia moved to the new T1 domestic on the opposite side of the airfield, Qantas was able to utilise this terminal to operate its international flights to London, Singapore and Auckland out of Perth. I've recently flown on the QF10 service from London to Perth direct, and so check out the video of that in the description below.
And a welcome aboard your Qantas flight to Singapore. Looks like if we get our final load details into us shortly, we'll be underway ahead of time, and once we get going, our flying time up to Singapore today is 5 hours. Our flight plan has us heading up over Jinjin and then between Exmouth and Karratha, and then across to Jakarta onto Singapore, where we should be arriving to fine conditions with some chance of a rain shower. Mark will get back to you later on with an update on those arrival details. For now, I trust that you'll enjoy your flight with us.
Even if your flight was off, permit to ask for your attention as we take you through our safety briefing.
seatbelt sign now off, I was fortunate to be able to relocate briefly to seat 7K, which had been kept free for crew rest during this flight. And from 7K, I was able to capture these images as the aircraft made its way along the West Australian coast. Returning back to my seat 3A, and you can see that the drinks that I had ordered before takeoff had now been delivered, alongside some snacks. And now for the lunch service. I opted for a light meal and so went with the soup option, which was served alongside a small salad and some sourdough bread. They also offered a second drink service, and so as you can see I went with the James Bogue. This is just a bit of a close-up at some of the condiments that are served alongside the meal. And then after the soup, they offered a dessert service as well, and so I went with the pavlova, which was just superb. Now on this international flight, an amenities kit is offered. It comes in a little bag, and it includes an eye mask, toothbrush and toothpaste, earplugs, some socks, and some creams and lip balm as well. A few hours into the service, and some more drinks were offered, as well as some snacks, and they had Red Rock Deli sea salt chips and also chocolates on offer. So the flight up to Singapore only went for just under 5 hours, and so it was relatively quick, and it wasn't long until we were starting to approach Singapore and making preparations for the descent into Singapore Changi Airport.
Air traffic control delays. That rarely happens at Singapore, so my best guess for a touchdown time is about 5:40, 5:45. That should still put us at the gate on schedule at 5:50. Most weather in Singapore, temperature 33 degrees, just some scattered cloud and light northerly breeze blowing. Just about a comfortable flight with us today. Thanks for choosing to fly with Qantas.
Now, as this was a daytime flight, I managed to get some work done. The tray table that folds out is very sturdy and is perfectly adequate for use of a laptop. I was also unable to have any time to put the chair into bed mode, but you can check out another video of mine of the Qantas Business Suite turning into a bed, and I'll link that in the description below as well. So just enjoy the sights and sounds of the descent into Singapore. Have you flown on Qantas's Airbus A330s internationally? Let me know what you thought of this flight or your flights in the comments below. Now, once I arrived in Singapore, we transited onto Cathay Pacific for the onward journey up to Hong Kong, and so keep an eye out for a future review of CX636 on the Airbus A330-300 for Cathay Pacific, and that one is in its regional business class configuration.
seated until the captain has switched off the seatbelt sign. You can reach your mobile phone, you may switch off flight mode now. Boarding announcements are not made at Singapore, so if you're in transit and you have a boarding pass, remember to check the monitors for details of your next departure. If you're continuing on another international flight and you don't have a boarding pass,
Okay, disarm doors, cross check.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. And just to finish off, some lovely shots of the magnificent interior of Singapore Airport. Has to be one of my favorite airports to transit. Let me know what your one is in the comments below. Thanks once again, and see you on board next time.